Good morning. Happy Sunday. My name is Leanne Barber from Two Hearts Dance and Yoga, and we are super happy to bring you our very first Sunday donation yoga of 2021. We made it to 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope that you are spending some time with family. I hope that you are refreshing for a new year and ready for all good things to come. I know I am. And today we're super excited and just fortunate to have Elite Miss Delaware Earth, Malika Yates with us today. All of our donations today will be going to Malika and her nonprofit, the Global Ripple Effect Project. She will tell you lots more about it, and we're just super happy to have her here today. Anyone who's watching from Facebook Live or from Zoom, this is an all levels class, and all of our donations for our Sunday donation yoga are going to the cause. So we're super happy to welcome Malika here today. Hi, Malika.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I am so happy to be here and do yoga with you guys today. So my platform is the ripple effect. I believe one act of kindness, like cleaning up oceans, lakes, and beaches, one green act, like switching to reusable water bottles, straws, and shopping bags, and one act of change, like getting out there in your community and doing community cleanups, can start a ripple effect. And off my platform, I decided to create a environmental global nonprofit that teaches students and communities around the world how to protect and preserve our environment, and also in underserved communities switch to healthier food options, and the importance of not littering, which causes air and water pollution. So my nonprofit this year, we just were founded, so I was really excited about that. And in a short span, we were able to adopt 3 different nonprofits. As you might have seen on the news, I adopted a women's homeless shelter, which serves as a safe haven for battered women and their children. And I was able to provide eco-friendly COVID kits, fun arts, eco-friendly arts and crafts projects for the children, and gifts for both the mothers and the children during this holiday season. So I was really excited to be able to do that, as well as healthy food options, which not everyone has access to. So I was really, really excited to be able to do that this year. And I also adopted a senior center, and I donated eco-friendly arts and crafts projects to the senior center, as well as masks, so all of the residents were able to stay protected during this pandemic. And then I also adopted a orphanage in Kenya, and I was really excited when I was like, I want to adopt an orphanage. And I saw here in Delaware we have a location, but all of the donations that you donate here in Delaware, they actually go to the orphanage in Kenya. And so now, as soon as it's safe to travel again, I will be able to introduce my environmental education program there in Kenya. I'm also going to be in Zimbabwe, Italy, and Colombia with my eco education program. So I was really excited to just expand outside of the US and teach students and communities around the world how to live an eco-friendly, healthy, and sustainable lifestyle filled with kindness. Your kind donations will go towards my mission, my platform, and a portion will go to Beauty for a Cause, which is the Miss Earth USA's nonprofit as well. And that will provide the delegates to be able to go on ecotourism trips, the community cleanups we do at nationals, and all of our eco adventures that we will be going on this upcoming season. I am so excited to see what this new year has in store for the Miss Earth USA organization and all of the delegates.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all the beautiful, wonderful things that you're doing for the environment, that you're doing for the community, and that you're ultimately doing for the world. We're so fortunate to have you as one of my own dance students. It's been just a pleasure having you, and I'm just super happy to be able to share all the great things that you're doing here with everyone. So thank you so much. I know you have something else very exciting coming up.
Yes. So starting Monday, I have my interview for the title of Elite Miss Earth USA. And that means I would represent our country if selected with this huge honor. It is like something that I've been preparing for my entire life. Most of you guys will learn very soon. I am part Cherokee Indian, so I literally learned how to take care of our environment when I was 4. So this is literally something I've been preparing for my entire life, and it would just be an honor and a privilege to represent our country. So everyone cross your fingers, send me positive energy. I am really excited. Nationals, I leave for nationals on the 13th. So from the 14th through the 17th, I'll have different activities, different portions of the pageant that I'll be competing in, everything from swimsuit to evening gown. On stage question, we're going to speak that into existence because the top girls make on stage question. And then the crowning moment. So I've been having that dream. So hopefully that dream comes true.
Well, I'll be rooting for you and super excited for you. Can you tell people where you can tune into watching the pageant?
Yes. So if you go on the Miss Earth USA Facebook, you can get tickets there. And we have partnered with VIP Pageantry, and the tickets are also there. So I'm going to show you. So this is what it looks like. You guys can see VIP Pageantry, the ticket sales, all the information is on that page as well. And you guys will just be able to click on the link and watch us live if you're not able to make it in Orlando.
Awesome. Well, we're super excited for you. We're going to be cheering you on and just can't wait to see you really just living your purpose and living your dream and doing all the things that you've been wanting to do. As one of your friends and one of your dance coaches, it's just been awesome to see your journey and how far you've come from, you know, just wanting to do this to now actually holding the title and actually competing for it. So super excited for you and we can't wait to see you. Thank you so much, Malika.
Thank you. Really quick, if you guys haven't visited Two of Hearts Dance and Yoga Studio, you absolutely should. Leanne is amazing. She literally helped build my whole everything, confidence, self-esteem, dance ability, flex, everything from the ground up. Like when I met Leanne, I was just at my lowest low, at rock bottom, and Leanne really helped me come into my voice and grow as a person. I've undergone a major metamorphosis training with Leanne. So if you're ready to change your life, definitely sign up and take classes with Leanne.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you so much. But it's really you that you've really created your own path, and I'm super proud of you. So thank you so much. And we just can't wait to see all the great things that you have coming for you. And thank you all for tuning in today. We're super happy to have Elite Miss Delaware Earth here and just learning about all the things that she's doing. And today's donations for a class will go straight to her and all of her wonderful initiatives that she's doing to help the earth, help the environment, and just make a big difference in all that she does. So thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to go ahead and get into our yoga practice today. This is an all levels flow. Feel free to take it as you wish. If you don't feel like getting into any certain position today, don't force it. Don't force it ever. Really taking good care of yourself today and honoring yourself as a new year starts and as we get into hopefully a new cycle of new things and great things coming to everyone. So let's get on to our practice. Come onto your mat. Get nice and comfy and cozy. I'm going to step back here. So thank you all for joining us. Come on to your mat. Maybe if you want to grab a blanket or a pillow, something to sit underneath the hips to get nice and cozy today. It's a little rainy and cold here in Philadelphia. I hope it's a little warmer where you are. But see if you can make the space nice and comfy and cozy for yourself, no matter what you need to do. Maybe that's grabbing a scarf and wrapping it around you, whatever feels good for you today. And then just taking a moment to settle into your space. So taking nice deep breaths, finding a nice comfortable seat, doesn't have to be cross-legged, can be however feels comfortable for you. And then placing one hand on the heart, the other on the belly, really allowing yourself to tune in on this wonderful Sunday morning. Taking nice deep breaths in through the nose, exhale sigh out through the mouth. Allowing your breath rhythm to become present. Finding the rhythm within yourself. Really settling into your senses. So feeling your own heartbeat, feeling your own breath. feeling the warmth in the air, maybe closing the eyes and really tuning in. Allow your breaths to deepen even more. So really filling up the lungs and then sigh it out. Let it be audible. Really allowing yourself to settle, to find peace and calm, and allowing your breath to come into the diaphragm or the belly area so that you can find that nice soft belly breathing, nice and relaxing. And as you take a moment to kind of settle into yourself, into your breath, maybe reminding yourself of how far you've come, knowing that the past year has brought us all challenges in one way or another, knowing that that's all behind us now, and knowing that this present moment, everything that has happened, everything that maybe we were happy has happened, or maybe we're sad that it happened, doesn't matter what it is. It's all led us to this moment right here, right now. And we can either dwell on the past and get lost in that zone, or we can look forward to our future and all the things that are going to come to us. So I challenge you to put yourself in the receiving mode. What does that mean? The receiving mode, the mode where we're open to receiving presents. We're open to receiving the things we've been asking for. We're open to receiving more opportunity, more hope, more promise, whatever it is. Bring yourself to that moment of receiving. Are you ready to receive the things that you've been asking for? And if not, how can you find that moment of receiving? Take a moment to set an intention for yourself. It can be something very simple. We're not here to set resolutions. We're here to just set small intentions that are going to lead us to a better version of ourselves. So whatever intention is coming to you, set that intention and then be ready to receive whatever it is that you might be asking for, whatever it is that you might be dreaming of. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, let it go. We're going to bring our hands to a clasp at the lower back. Give yourself a moment to open up the heart here, relax the shoulders away from the ears. If clasping the hands at the lower back is too much, you can always grab opposite elbows or maybe just grab your fingers, whatever feels best for you. But then open your heart nice and big here. Feel your heart open to receive the love, to receive the gifts, to receive what you deserve. Physically opening the heart here will allow us to find that openness that we need so much. Open to all good things coming in our lives. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, release, let it go. We'll bring our hands in front of us. Spread the palms nice and wide. And then bring yourself to a little bit of a fist. Not too tight of a fist, just a nice soft fist. We're going to take a few circles through the wrists here. Starting very slow on this Sunday morning. Circling the wrists and keeping that motion nice and isolated. So not moving the elbows or the shoulders, just the wrists. And then switching directions. Good. This will allow us to accept and receive weight into the hands, into the wrists. Nice and open. We're going to take that motion a little bit bigger. So bring your arms to a T and then circle the shoulders. Just like you're drawing nice big circles on your side walls here. Circling, circling, and then take another direction, opposite way. You can continue to draw the shoulders away from the ears while you do this. Very good. Then on the inhale, rise the arms above you. Perhaps you clasp the hands or just bring the palms together at the top. Still continue to release the shoulders down the back, so not bringing the shoulders up to the ears, releasing them. Take a few side bends here, nice and gentle. Kind of waving side to side through the spine. Oh yeah, really good for those of us just waking up, or those of us who have been maybe sitting today. Opening up the side body is very good. Oh yeah. Feels good to me today. On the inhale, bring the arms down. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down. One more. Nice big inhale. This time, bring the hands into heart center. Bringing those intentions that you might have set back into focus. All into heart center. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Let it go. We're going to start to make our transition into tabletop position. So as you make your transitions today, allow them to be exactly what you need them to be. Allow them to kind of guide you and your body to where you need to be. There's no need to force anything. Then we come to our tabletop position. There we are. Very good. Coming to tabletop position. Take a moment to take a few cat and cows. You can even allow yourself to kind of just move through the upper body. No need to limit it to a cat and cow. It can be a circular motion. Just allowing your body to move however feels best for you. Good. So moving gently through the upper body. Connecting your breath to your movement so that no movement comes without breath in your practice today. Good. We're going to take our right leg. I'm just going to face you for a second. We're going to take our right leg, just bring it out to the side here, and plant your foot down into the ground. So if you had shoelaces on, your shoelaces would be facing the sky here. And then your hips are nice and open. We're just going to take a few kind of side-to-side sways through the hips here. Just moving those hips side to side, kind of opening up here. We carry a lot of tension in our hips, so taking a moment to really open that up and release it. Good. We're going to bring our right knee in toward our body and then circle that knee. So really circling it. And then switch directions, nice and gentle. Good. We're going to take that same right leg and step it in between the hands here. So right leg has stepped in between the hands. You can scoot your foot forward just a little bit, kind of inch it forward so that the knee is over the ankle here. Option to press a little bit more into this hip flexor, opening up the hip. Hands can stay on the ground or on a block. Keep your chest lifted. Or you can always bring the hands up to your thigh or maybe out to the side, whatever's feeling best for you. Find that place. Good. Really feeling the stretch here. Nice and open through the hips. Take a nice deep breath. On the exhale, we're going to bring our hands down to the inside of our ankle, and then bring that right foot back behind you. We're going to straighten and flex it back. You can either place the toes on the ground or above your mat. Option to stay here, or option to send your left hand, your opposite hand, out in front of you. Nice, good energy through the fingertips and the toes. Engage your core. Breathe here. Good. Option to take this one more step further to bend the right knee. Maybe you take the left hand, bring it back behind you to grab the toes or the ankle. Your choice. Feeling that stretch through the quad. Breathe here. On the exhale, we're going to straighten back out. Nice long line. And then place the knee and the hands back down onto the ground for your tabletop position. Very good. We're going to take the same thing on the opposite side. So this time the left leg steps out to the side. We're going to place that foot down. I'm just going to turn toward you. So my right knee is on the ground. My left leg is out. Hands are on the ground. You're going to take a little swivel side to side through the hip to open up the hips here. Nice, slow, juicy start on this Sunday morning. Give yourself that grace as we start a new year. We allow the body to start moving a little bit more. Good. And then we're going to bring that left knee in toward the body. Take a few circles through the hip. Good. So rotating through that hip with a bent knee. And then rotating the opposite way. Beautiful. Very nice. Good. From here, we're going to take that left knee, step it in between the hands in front of you, and then scooch the toes forward a little bit so that this left knee is directly over the ankle. Really want to find that alignment, that foundation. Push into the hip flexor here if you wish to add a little bit more stretch. Maybe you stay here with the hands on the ground, or you can bring the hands on top of the knee or on top of the thigh, close to the knee here. You can always play with kind of loosening a little bit more. Continue to breathe. Maybe you let the arms come out. Good, very nice. Finding your breath here. Nice deep breaths. Feeling that stretch through the hips. Good, we're gonna bring our hands down to the inside of that left ankle. And then send your left foot back behind you, straighten it out. Toes can either stay on the ground or you can rise above your mat. Engage your core. Option to stay here, or option to send your opposite hand, your right hand, out in front of you for that nice counter stretch. So fingertips and toes, giving the same amount of energy outward. Engage the core, breathe. On the exhale, we're gonna come back down. Nice, good tabletop position here. Good. Now option to stay in tabletop for a moment to kind of regain your foundation, or option to push a little bit forward into the hands so that you're kind of in this modified push-up, or option to go into a plank, your choice. So find what works for you. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Take about 2 or 3 breaths here. We're activating our core. We're firing up our internal. Take a nice deep breath. And when you're ready, we're going to shift our weight back into our hips, up to the sky for a downward facing dog. So take your time in your very first downward facing dog. Sometimes it's the most challenging one, so give yourself some grace by walking through the feet, warming up the hamstrings. Push down through the fingertips, spin the elbows to the back of your room. Allow your head and neck to release. Very good. On the inhale, we're going to start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat. Gently, gently walking, walking, walking to your forward fold. Good. So once you come to your forward fold, allow yourself to drape and hang. Take your socks off if you need to. Good. So allowing yourself to bend the knees, release. We're loosening up the lower body here, the lower back. Let the arms and the upper body go as well. Shake the head yes and no. When you're ready, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to our sun salutation, up to standing, up to mountain pose. On the inhale, start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, growing from the ground up. Rise the arms up at the top. Let your arms rise, rise, rise. On the exhale, dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take that one more time, taking that on your own pace and on your own intention. On the inhale, rising up, slowly growing, growing, sprouting through the soil. Rise the arms up at the top. Let your gaze come up, open your heart. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. This time we'll place the hands down onto our mat. Step the right foot back behind you. We're coming into this nice low lunge. Remember to make sure the knee is over the ankle, nice and stable foundation. Option to stay here, or option to rise your heart up for your first crescent lunge. Good, so we're on the back ball of our foot. You can lengthen that back hamstring, or you can bend it slightly if you need to. Front knee is still over the ankle. We're gonna take the arms out to cactus. Just gonna face you for a moment. Good, so left knee is over the ankle. We'll take a few side bends here. Again, activating the core, finding our strength, finding our focus. Very good. On the inhale, we'll rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Option to stay here, or option to send your hands in front of you. Maybe you push off of that back foot. Maybe just a little bit coming into a warrior 3. Good. So finding your balance wherever you are. You don't have to be bent over. You can be upright. Maybe just the foot off a tiny bit in the back. Your choice, wherever you want to go with it. Take a nice big inhale. Finding that balance, finding that strength. On the exhale, return back to your crescent lunge. Arms rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, we'll place the hands down onto our mat. Start to move through your flow. So option to send both feet back behind you into a plank, or you can lower the knees. Exhale to lower down to your mat. Inhale to rise, maybe just to a baby cobra. And then start to make your own transition to your downward dog. So if dropping your knees in between works best for you, go ahead and do that. You gotta find the transitions that work for you. Coming to a downward facing dog. Good. We're gonna take a look at the hands in front of us. Start to tiptoe, walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Coming into your forward fold, bend your knees, release. When you're ready, we're gonna start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your time, rising up, growing, reaching. Let the arms come all the way up to the top. Open the heart. Exhale as you dive down. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, place the hands back down onto your mat. This time the left foot steps back behind you. Coming into that low crescent lunge. Remember, knees over the ankle. Find that foundation. And then when you're ready, rise your heart up at the top. Good. So you always want to find your feet as stable as you can, knee over the ankle. Think of it as you're building a structure, you're building a house. You want the foundation to be nice and strong before you start building the blocks on top, yeah? So really think of that in your body. Don't rise until you're nice and stable at the bottom, yeah? Take a nice deep breath here. Options to bring the arms to cactus, or options to bring the arms to a T. Maybe you take your side bends here. Good. Engage the core. Very good. Looking good, everyone. Finding those moments of risk, those moments of balance. Maybe if you wobble, that's okay. Good. On the inhale, we rise, arms up at the top. Option to stay here and hang out. That's more than enough. Or maybe you send your hands in front of you. And when you're ready, send the momentum over top of that front leg. So pushing off of the back leg, coming into warrior three. Now remember, any variation of that is fine. If you just want to bring the toes a tad bit off the ground, if you want to keep the upper body up, that's okay. If you want to bring the upper body a little more parallel to your mat, go for it. Find what works for you. Nice deep breaths. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we're going to return back to our crescent lunge. Nice and stable, nice and graceful. Rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale, place your hands down onto your mat. We're going to start to move through that flow. Remember, you can always meet us in downward dog, or just take the transition that works best for you. These transitions are your own, so own them. Commit to them in whatever form that is. Then coming back to downward dog, take a moment to take a nice deep breath, cleansing breath. Very good. On the inhale, we're going to take our right leg, rise that right heel up to the sky, three-legged dog. And then we're going to step that right foot in between the hands. So right foot is in between the hands. Establish your knee over the ankle. We're going to spin on the back ball of our foot before we rise. So pivot on the back ball of your foot. Bring that back heel down. Hips are going to open to the side. And when you're ready, we're going to rise up to warrior two right away. Good. So now my hips are open to the side. My right foot facing forward. Knee is over the ankle, nice and established. Back leg, nice and long. Toes facing the side where my hips are facing. Engage your core. Let your arms be an extension of your energy. So send those fingertips out. Look over the middle finger. Nice strong warrior that you are. Maybe on your exhale, you bend a little deeper into that front knee. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Strong warrior, yes you are. Good. Take a few deep breaths here. Remind yourself of that strength that you have within you. On the inhale, we're going to flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, rise away from that front knee, up and up, gaze looks up. Good. The reverse warrior or radiant warrior, one of the most empowering poses in yoga, really allows you to create this space here, and then rise up, let the gaze look up. Find that strength. Good. On the inhale, we're going to rise back up to warrior two. Nice and strong warrior that you are. Let the back palm reach to the front or the sky, extended side angle. So nice and open through the heart here. Keep the shoulders nice and open. Keep the hips nice and open. Forearm can come to the thigh if you wish, or you can stay a little more lifted, your choice. Just continue to lift through the side body. Breathe. Beautiful, everyone. Looking good. Take a nice deep breath here. And when you're ready, rise back up to warrior two, nice and strong. Beautiful. On the inhale, we're going to flip both palms. We're going to rise through that front knee. Let the arms come above you. Exhale as you bend. Yeah. Inhale, nice and big. Let the gaze come up. Exhale to bend into the earth. Inhale, gaze, arms, knee rises up. Exhale to bend. Take this on your own pace. Really find those moments of rise, those moments of enlightenment, created through your breath, created through your focus, created through your intention. Take two more. Nice deep breaths. Woo, lifting yourself up. Beautiful. Last one. We'll come back to warrior two, nice and strong. Flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of the room. Nice, good reach. Stretch as far as you can go. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to your mat. Gently start to take your flow. Now remember, you can always meet us in downward dog. You can always drop the knees. You can always take a moment here, whatever feels best. Let your transitions be true to your body. And finding your way to downward dog, take a nice big cleansing breath. We're going to send our left heel up the back. Let that left heel rise, shine it up. Step the foot in between the hands. Got it. Knees over the ankle here. Remember to find that foundation. And then we're going to pivot, spin on the back ball of your foot. So pivot and spin, heel comes down. Hips are open to the side. When you're ready, opening up to warrior two, up to the side. So I'm just going to flip around so my back is not to you, but my left knee is in front this time. So we're on the opposite side. We're establishing those nice open hips, the core nice and strong, shoulders away from the ears, arms extend, and we breathe. Good. So finding that strong warrior two on the opposite side. Maybe it feels stronger than it did on the other side. If not, how can we make it stronger? Planting down through the feet, breathing, finding that empowerment. Maybe add a smile, yeah? Breathe, look past the middle finger, out and beyond yourself. Nice deep breaths here. Take a moment for yourself. On the inhale, we're gonna flip that front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room, reverse warrior. So we're lifting away from that front left knee, backing up. Good. Open heart, ease up, nice and strong. Beautiful. Nice deep breath. On the inhale, we're gonna rise back up to warrior two, nice strong, open through the shoulders, open through the hips, breathing. Nice deep breath. We're gonna flip that back palm, reach to the front of the sky, extended side angle. Good, so we're reaching toward our front bent knee. And we're open through the heart, we're looking up to the sky if you can. If you're placing the forearm on the thigh, that's okay, just not leaning into it. Stay lifted. Breathe. Beautiful. Find your breath. Most important part. If nothing else, tune into your breath and you'll find your next step, yeah? Next deep breath. On the inhale, rising back up to warrior two, nice and strong. Yes, you are. We're gonna flip both palms this time, so both palms go up to the sky. We're gonna straighten through that front knee. On the inhale, rise the arms up, gaze lifts up, rise up. Exhale to bend. Inhale to grow nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Inhale to lift, lift, lift. Exhale. Finding this on your own rhythm if you need to, yeah? Really finding those moments of lifting yourself up, reaching up, rising up, overcoming all pains. It's all within you. Nice deep breath. Take two more. Just letting the gaze come up sometimes can really create that strength in your practice, so try it. When you're ready, coming back to warrior two, nice and strong. We're gonna put that front palm, reach to the back of your room. Nice, good reach, stretch it out. Exhale, start to cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Take your time, moving through your flow however you need to. You can always drop the knees, come to child's pose. Finding your way to downward dog. Once you find your way to downward dog, start to bend your knees. Coming to a nice wide child's pose. I'm just going to flip around. So let your knees come down to the ground. Let your knees be nice and wide. Let the big toes touch the back of your mat. And then coming into your child's pose. So whatever that looks like for you. For your child's pose, maybe you just have your elbows down. Maybe you have your arms extended in front of you. If that's too much on the shoulders, bring the arms out to a T, or maybe bring them by the hips, your choice. Just take a moment to settle into your breath. Take a moment to feel the heat that you have ignited within you. It may be a little bit warmer than when you started. Take a moment to take deep breaths, settle into your breath. If you find that you're winded or you're breathing faster, can you create that calmness, that rhythm that's going to bring you to a more peaceful place? And then we'll take 3 more breaths. Think about it. What is it that you need to continue with your practice today? Is it more focus? Is it more breath? Is it more grace? Sometimes we can be hard on ourselves, yeah? But just a gentle reminder that nothing in the practice needs to be perfect. That's not what we're here for. We're here to find peace in our practice, finding peace in our pose, not finding perfection. Not what it's about at all. So reminding yourself of those things. When you're ready, we're going to start to roll up onto the tops of the knees. Coming up to a nice tall spine. Maybe you circle the shoulders here. Just take a nice deep breath. We're going to find ourselves into a forward fold. So walking yourself there however you need to, maybe from a downward dog. And just finding the transition that works for you. We're going to come into that forward fold. Let the feet be about shoulder width apart. Bend the knees, release here. We're going to take our peace fingers on both hands, wrap them around the big toes for yogi toe walk. So when you do that, wrap the fingers around the big toes and then let the elbows go to the sides of the room. And let your head be nice and loose and heavy in the center. Knees can be bent. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Option to stay here, option to send your gaze and your heart forward, flat back. Exhale, release, let it go. Option to stay here, or option to send your gaze and your heart forward. Exhale, release, let it go. Good. So we're gonna lower down. A couple options here. Option to come to a yogi squat. If you're gonna go for a yogi squat, you just want to make sure your stance is wide enough so that both of your heels come down. So if you're up on the balls of your feet, that's not going to help your hips. So you really want to make sure your heels are down, and that might mean stepping your stance out wider. If coming down low like this is too much, you can always come up higher, or you can go side to side, kind of a half malasana, half yogi squat here. So find what works for you, wherever your hips are asking you to go. Don't force it. Everyone's hips are different. My hips particularly do not like yogi squat, so I try to stay away from it. So going back and forth helps me. So just find what works for you. If being in yogi squat is comfortable, stay there. We're going to be here for about 3 or 4 breaths. So whatever that means for you, find your breath. Maybe you find that your hips are a little more open here. We're going to place our hands down, and we're going to bring our feet a little bit wider this time. Toes are going to go to the sides of the room, or maybe to the diagonal, your choice. And we're coming to a nice wide forward fold, whatever that feels like for you. It can be wide, wider than you were, or more narrow. And then we're just going to switch the hips from side to side. So bending the knees, letting the hips kind of open here. Good. Taking that moment to connect. And then coming to stillness, you can keep the knees bent if you need to, or just kind of a micro bend in them. They don't need to be locked out. Making sure that you're putting all four corners of the feet into the earth, not leaning into the heels or the toes. When you're ready, we're gonna start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Keep the knees bent, coming into goddess or horse. You need to readjust your stance at the top, feel free to do that. But you want your toes to be slightly turned out, so going slightly to the corners or to the side, whatever feels best for you. And then bring your pelvis underneath you. It's kind of natural to kind of keep your bottom out. But if you can bring it underneath you, engage your core, really finding that alignment. So we want to find good posture here, nice and stacked through the spine, pelvis underneath, engage the core, shoulders relaxed, arms come to cactus. If you can go a little bit deeper in your hips, feel free to bend a little bit more, your choice. Take a few deep breaths here, finding that good alignment, that good posture. For many of us who might be working from home or sitting at desks during the day, this really helps with your posture. So imagining as though you're up against a wall where your pelvis is underneath you, your shoulders are in line, and everything is nice and stacked, yeah? You can also kind of turn sideways and see how that lines up for you. You don't want to be out here, you don't want to be here, you want to be right in the center. Perfect. Good. From here, we're going to open up our heart. Let your heart open up nice and big. Gaze looks up. Exhale, round through the back. Chin to chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Inhale, opening. Exhale to round. Take two more of these on your very own breath. Opening through the heart on the inhale. Exhale to round through the back, chin to chest. Beautiful. Good. When you're ready, coming back to your goddess or horse. We're going to take a little bit of a balancing practice here. Of course, you can always stay where you are. This is fine. You can always grab a wall too if you wish. But we're going to bend. Keep our left knee bent, straighten into our right leg. So left knee is bent, straighten into the right leg. Then we're going to push off of that bent knee to come over top of that straight leg. So I'm pushing off of my left leg to come over top of my right. You might take a few tries, but you're shifting the weight to get right over top. Once you find it, stick it. Maybe you find your balance there. Take a nice deep breath. Woo. Exhale, come back down into your goddess pose. Nice good posture, realigned, core is engaged. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this time, we keep the right leg bent, straighten through the left. Okay? Now maybe you just go a little bit. Just finding a little bit of that balance, finding a little bit of that off-centeredness. Or maybe you push all the way over the top of that leg. Maybe you stick it, find the balance. Woo! Wobble if you need to. Breathe. Take a nice deep breath. And then returning back to your goddess. Yeah. Very nice. Take a moment here. We're going to straighten through the knees. Let the arms come up. Coming into a 5-star. Exhale, coming back into heart center. Inhale, rise up, reach up, look up. Exhale to come back down. We'll take 2 more, connecting our breath with our movement. Beautiful. And when you're ready, we're going to bring our hands down to the floor. We're going to heel toe our feet in to the center, and then bend the knees, coming all the way down to your mat. Very good. So coming into tabletop position, if you need to grab a drink of water, if you need to grab your blanket again to support your knees, go ahead and do that. We're going to take a moment here. From here, option 2, stay in tabletop, or option to move to a plank, your choice. So we're going to move into a pigeon here. So we're going to take our right knee, draw it in between the hands. So it's kind of hovering above the ground here, and then you're going to bring it down. Now you can move this foot a little bit wider or a little bit closer, whatever feels best for you, so you're not torquing your knee. And then start to lower your back knee, untuck your back toes, and coming right over top of the hips here. So just so you're nice and aligned, you want to be right over top of the hips and not leaning into the right side, not leaning into the left side. Right over top of the hips. And finding what works for you. So everyone's hips are different. Just gotta find where yours feel most comfortable. No need to strain or force anything. Option to stay up here. Look back at that back foot, make sure the foot is right in line with your hip. And then option to come on down to the elbows, or you can extend the arms, your choice. We're gonna be here for about 7 or so breaths, so find what's comfortable. If you find yourself straining or shaking or just really not feeling good here, then come out of it, readjust, and find what does work for you. We're not here to cause pain, we're here to find peace in our poses. Whatever that is for you. Nice deep breaths. 80 nice deep breaths here, releasing through the muscles, releasing through anything you're holding on to. We're going to start to make our way up. Couple options here. Option to sit back through this right hip and kind of open up to the front. And then bring that left leg in front of you. You can even come to butterfly for a moment here, kind of shake it out. Or you can just enter the way that you were when you started. Your choice. If you don't want to come to the side here, that's fine. I just find it's a little more release through my hips. Then we're going to go ahead onto the other side. So we're actually going to switch kind of directions here. We're going to bend our left knee since we're coming onto the left side. Of course, you can always enter the way we did last time, but this is just a different way to go into it. We're going to come on top of the hip on the left side. So I'm on my opposite side now, facing the opposite way. You can always stay facing that way and come through your plank or your tabletop and come back into it the way we started. Your choice. So left knee is in front this time. Move this foot around if you need to. Find what's comfortable. Back right leg is right behind the hip. Option to stay up here or option to come on down. Your choice. Wherever you are, find comfort. If none of this is comfortable, then come out of it. Take some deep breaths. Take a pause. Breathe. Reminding yourself of your intention, reminding yourself to let go, and just finding peace in your pose. That's all we're here to do. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Gently finding your way up. Option to come back by coming back through this, sitting back through the left hip, opening up through the right foot, and then coming into your butterfly, your bound angle, your choice. Maybe shaking it out through the hips here. Good. We're going to bring our feet in front of us. So let the feet be nice and flat in front of you. Knees to the sky. We're going to gently lower ourselves back nice and slow motion. Kind of in a boat pose, coming back. You can let the feet come up, or you can keep them on the ground as you slowly round all the way down. Woo! Very good. So coming all the way down, feet into the earth, knees up to the sky, hands into the earth. We're going to come into bridge pose 2 times. Take your time. On the inhale, rising your hips off of your mat. Rising your hips up. Sending your weight into your feet. And then see if you can let go through the shoulders. So let the shoulders really rest onto the earth. Let them go. Continue to stay open through the heart here. A lot of times we hold tension in the shoulders, where you just kind of lean back into the earth. Lean back into your mat. Lean back a little bit more. Let those shoulders go. Nice deep breaths here. On the exhale, we're going to lower down nice and slowly. We'll take that one more time, or you can always rest. On the inhale, gently rising your hips up, up, up. Option to take any variations here, so maybe a class at the lower back, maybe you rise to the balls of your feet. Your choice, maybe you take wheel, maybe you rise one foot at a time. Whatever feels best for you. Take a nice deep breath at the top, and on the exhale, lower all the way down. Nice and slowly. Good. We're going to squeeze our knees into our chest, rocking side to side. Take a moment. And then we're going to move into our twist, so our supine twist. We'll squeeze our right knee into our chest and the left leg down to the bottom of your mat. Option to keep that left knee in and just hang out here, maybe moving the hip and the socket a little bit. Or option to send your right knee across your center line to the left side. So right knee is going across the center and to the left for your twist. I'm actually going to turn this way so you guys can see. So my right knee is going across my left side for my twist. Good. So option to deepen this twist a little bit more by releasing the right shoulder and looking over that right shoulder. Gentle twist, no need to force anything. Our twist really creates clarity in the body, clarity in the mind and the spirit. So can you find that moment of clarity here? Breathe. Nice deep breaths, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. Take 2 more breaths here. When you're ready, start to unravel, bringing both knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. We'll keep the left knee into our chest and the right leg down to the bottom of your mat. Option to stay here, maybe open the hip in and out. Or option to take your twist. So left knee will go across the center line to the right side this time. Left knee goes across the center to the right. Oh yeah. Good. Maybe you feel a little bit of a crack in your back. Allow that moment to release. And then maybe you open the left shoulder, looking away from your bent knee. Increasing that twist, increasing the breath, increasing the clarity in the body, in the mind, in the spirit. Nice deep breaths. Let it go. Take 2 more breaths here, nice and deep. When you're ready, start to bring your knees back in toward your chest. Take any last bits of movement that your body's asking you to take. So maybe it's just rocking and rolling on your mat. Maybe it's taking happy baby. Maybe it's straightening through the legs. Maybe it's letting the legs go up to the sky. Whatever it is, take these last bits of movement that are speaking to you. Then we'll bring everything back into the center. So squeeze the knees back into the chest. Bring your chin up toward your chest. Coming into a nice little seat of energy that you are. Give yourself a nice big embrace. Give yourself gratitude. Take an inhale. On your exhale, start to make your way to your final resting pose, your Shavasana. So allow the legs to go all the way down to the bottom of your mat. Allow the arms to come out by your side. Allow your heart to go up to the sky. Lying on the ground, lying on the earth. Allow yourself to settle into your final resting pose. We take our Shavasana as a way to reap the benefits of our practice, to allow our bodies to lie against the earth, to allow the heart to go up into the sky, to rest, relax, relax, relax. gently start to make your way out of your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Allow your breath to deepen. Take a nice big stretch overhead, coming back into yourself. Coming on to your favorite side. Remind yourself of all the good things that are to come. Be on the receiving end for once. Allow yourself to receive great things. Be open to the things that are coming to you. Give yourself gratitude and let the gratitude spread into the world as you continue on your journey. Gently finding your way to a seated position as we begin to close out our practice together today. Allow the arms to rise up to the sky. Exhale to come into heart center. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale to come into heart center. And once more, nice big aura of energy all around you. Coming back into heart center. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Draw the thumbs to the third eye, continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice, for sharing your Sunday with me. I hope that you have a wonderful new year. Thank you so much for continuing to bring us light, to be a part of the Two Hearts Dance and Yoga community. I hope that you'll join us during the week. We have many different classes from yoga, all levels, to dance, and we hope to see you again. Thank you so much, Elite Miss Delaware Earth, Malika Yates, for joining us today. Again, all donations for our class today will go straight to her and her wonderful initiatives to continue to help the earth and helping people, encouraging them to practice eco-friendly at-home things and all of the wonderful things that she's doing. She will be in a pageant coming up soon, and I will continue to share that information as the time gets closer. Thank you so much, Malika. Do you have any last bits to say to anyone today who tuned in?
Yes, thank you. I would just want to let you guys know that small acts of kindness can make a huge difference in the lives of others. So you don't have to do everything in one day. Just simply switching to a bamboo straw or a reusable water bottle can greatly spark change in your community. And eating less meat can really reduce your carbon footprint. So you have to start somewhere. And if you need help, follow me on social media at Elite Miss Delaware, both Facebook and Instagram, and I will gladly help you. Thank you again, everyone, for your kindness and generosity. I hope you guys have an amazing new year. Thank you to Hearts Dance and Yoga Studio. I love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you all. I hope we'll see you all soon and have a wonderful new year. We'll see you again. Thank you. Thanks so much for practicing today. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much.